Hello, my friends. Good morning. How are you? It is so wonderful to see you for another day. Do you guys ever just sit back and look at the clown show that we have running the government in America and just wonder how the hell we ended up here? I am here to tell you today, my friends, that the Republicans are no longer a serious political party. Now, a lot of you have probably felt that way for a long time, but I have had enough of the absolute nonsense that is coming out of this party. So I'm just going to come out and say it. Look, I am getting sick and tired of the both sidesing of every issue. How you say something negative about the Republicans and then somebody comes back and goes, both sides are just as guilty as the other. And I would never ever try to convince you that the Democratic Party is absolutely perfect, that they never do anything wrong. But this is not even comparable anymore. It has gotten to the point of just absolutely ridiculous. We have to stop taking the Republicans seriously. We have to stop listening to propaganda news outlets like Fox News, all these, I don't know, these bros that are on the right doing social media that have no goddamn clue what they're talking about. We have just got to stop taking this stuff seriously. I am frustrated, my friends, but I got to be honest, kind of amused. Before I get into my tangent here about the Republican Party and how we need to stop taking them seriously, my friends, sometimes I forget to say thank you. I've seen quite a few super thanks come in over the last few videos. I do try to go through each one of them, and thank you personally for leaving that. And we have went over, I think, our first 110 channel members. So thank you guys for doing that. And of course, thank you to everyone that watches and subscribes and shares the videos and everything that you do. It all really helps. We've got a lot of work to do. So that's how that work's going to get done at some point. So I appreciate all of your support. So, we have got a fucking clown show that calls themselves a political party, and that is the Republicans. I was watching this exchange with Jasmine Crockett and Nancy Mace, where Jasmine Crockett had mentioned that Nancy Mace is pandering to a bunch of lunatics by talking about transgender people, just trying to get money by making that a thing we focus on that everybody should be scared of, right? And she had used the word child when she was direct or talking to Nancy Mace. And then Nancy Mace went off on a fucking tangent where she swore up and down she was not a child, which is not something you need to defend as a reasonable fucking adult. It's a figure of speech. Calm the fuck down. But then you know what she does, my friends? You know what she does? She challenges Jasmine. This is stupid. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. She challenges Jasmine Crockett to a fist fight. She says, "Do you want to take this outside?" Holy shit, these cannot be our real politicians. It is the fake machismo bullshit of the entire Republican Party right now. They have no fucking thoughts in their heads. So what they do when they're cornered, when they have no response to the absolute stupid shit that they're always doing, then they start making violent threats because they know they got nothing else. And it's time, look, I'm proud of my video yesterday because I said, I'm not scared of you assholes anymore. You're not going to bully me around. You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to do any of those things. And it's time for all of us to just stand the fuck up and say, we are absolutely not doing this anymore. We are not. Look, you want to challenge people to a fight every time your stupid brain didn't fucking understand what was happening? Nobody's scared of you. Knock it the fuck off. And that's their only strategy when it comes to these things. Nancy Mace, the same person who had her arm in a sling last week or the week before because she was the victim of a brutal handshake, my friends. She shook hands with, it was either a gay man or a transgender person or something like that, and they violently shook her hand, my friends, and she had to have her arm in a sling. It was a violent assault. My God, I am sick to death of this bullshit. This is not a serious fucking party. We got to stop looking. Listen, there used to be a time in this country that maybe the Republicans stood for something, and maybe we didn't necessarily agree with it, but maybe it had some merits to it. Here's the thing I never really cared for with the Republicans. They are too involved with the Bible. Listen, you can have whatever religion you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But you want to make your religion policy for the rest of the people, that's obviously problematic. So that's why they've been on this abortion tirade and gay marriage tirade and all these things for many of years. But they said they were the party of fiscal responsibility and law and order. Well, that ship has fucking sailed, my friends. You know why it sailed? Everybody knows why it sailed. They just elected a 34-count felon and insurrectionist to their party. So there goes law and order. Oh, and he also runs up world record setting. I don't know if that's how I meant to say it, but national debt. Because he's a dipshit. So fiscal responsibility just went out the window and there's nothing left. This is not a serious fucking party. All they're doing these days is just distracting. And honestly, look, there's no easy way to say this. At this point in time, if you're still voting Republican, you are one of the biggest dipshits I've ever seen in my life. That party stands for absolutely nothing except lying to you, finding ways to take your money so they can give it to their billionaire friends and leaving you out. There is no both sides to this. Sure, the Democrats could be better. Hell, we might need a party left of them to start getting some actual shit done for the people in this country, because I guess we have extreme ideas in this country like a fair living wage or universal health care or things that uplift our people, right? And we're not far enough left to do that. We don't believe in giving people an education, and look how that's fucking working out for us. We don't give a shit about an education in this country. We need a party left of the Democrats at this point, and that's all there is to it. But this is a fucking unserious party, my friends. All they do is lie and fearmonger about shit that isn't even fucking real. Lately, of course, we know their problem for the last few years has been transgender people. Look, I'll be the first one to say it. I don't say it out of hate. I just say it for what it is. I don't understand transgender in the fucking least, right? It's not my responsibility to understand it. It's really not. It's my responsibility to mind my fucking business and let people live their life. You feel how you want to feel about yourself. I don't know what it takes to be in that mindset. I don't know. I don't know what goes into it. But as long as you're leaving other people alone, I mean, as far as not being harmful to them, then you live your own damn life. And that's the only thing I need to understand about it, right? But it's the new boogeyman. Everybody's afraid of the transgenders now. Oh my God, what are we going to do? They might be in your bathrooms. They might be using your litter boxes. We just don't know what they're up to. You know, they're probably just trying to live their fucking lives. But this is the thing. And you get the biggest, most bullshit arguments out of these people, right? Republican voters too. Oh, they got a big old gotcha right now, my friends. You want to hear the gotcha? You've all heard it every time. You're trying to have a adult argument or debate or what have you with a MAGA Republican. And then they always come back with, oh, so you're saying that women should be in men's sports? What are you talking about? Look, on the surface, the answer to that would probably be no, but there's nuances to fucking everything now, isn't there? I don't know that a man should step into a boxing match at 250 pounds with a 100-pound woman and we see who comes out the winner. I don't necessarily think that's a great idea. I don't think that's a good idea, but what are we talking about? What exactly are we fucking talking about? For years, women have been part of the WWE. I guess when we're body slamming women for sport, I guess that's okay. Not sure I understand, but I think there might be a little something to that. And your thought process of why you think that's acceptable, you might want to, look inside a little bit, do a little soul searching to figure out why you think that's acceptable in a sport. I don't fucking know. But hey, fucking Danica Patrick raced in NASCAR. I believe it was NASCAR for fucking years. Is that a sport? Well, it's not very athletic, is it? But it's a competitive thing that requires a certain level of skill, which in my eyes puts a woman in what's generally considered to be a woman in what's generally considered to be a man's sport. Oh, we didn't hear the hillbillies fucking whining about it then though, did we? I mean, I don't think people particularly liked her necessarily, but I think it had more to do with she wasn't very good, is my understanding. But now we're all worked up about women are going to be in men's sports and all this stuff. We don't give a shit. This is not the issue that these guys make it out to be. It's fucking absurd. It's absolutely fucking absurd that that's the thing we spend our time thinking about it. And all it is they're just distracting you. They're lying about everything they're doing and fucking trying to pretend to be a serious political party. They give me a goddamn headache is what they do. So we've got, obviously, everything's about the transgenders, right? Every goddamn thing out there. It's an absolute embarrassment to our country. Think of the last time a Republican, an elected Republican, has done anything fucking useful besides bitch about made-up things. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And we have got to start being smarter. They did this shit on purpose. They gutted the education system, completely dumbed this entire country down so that people would keep believing their bullshit, right? But we have got to be a little bit smarter than that. We have got to stop listening to the absolute fucking nonsense that's coming out of their mouths. We need to make fun of their goofy asses every chance we get and tell them just how goddamn stupid they are being. It's enough of the bullshit, my friends. I am tired of it. I am tired of people that buy into the bullshit about, oh, you know, it's just both sides. That's not a brave stance. You're not standing up for anything when you go, well, both sides are the problem. Both sides are not the problem. This is fucking absurd at this point. Like, we take the Democrats have a minor misstep where they fuck up just a little bit, and then you've got an entire circus on the other side, and then you have the balls to come to the American people on the internet or whatever you're doing and say, yeah, you know, it's just both sides. You know how it is. That's hiding. That's not being brave. That's being a fucking coward. You know full well that both sides are not the same. And you fuck with us and you try to convince us of that because you listen to some dipshit on Fox News tell you all these things, and it's fucking ridiculous. I'm just at a complete loss with this sometimes. I don't even know what to do. These are gullible people, the Republican voters that believe every bullshit lie that's told to them. They're putting litter boxes in the classrooms for children that identify as cats. I better uproot my family and move to a red state because I'm dumb as fuck. That's absolutely what's going on here. Look, I'm starting to finally see some strength in the Democratic Party, some actual representatives that we have elected. AOC, Jasmine Crockett, of course, Jamie, whatever his name is now, I forgot his damn name. Jamie, the guy Jamie. I don't know. And people are actually finally starting to stand up. Now, there's some responsibility on us as just regular, everyday, average citizens. Stop letting these fucking people off the hook. Every time they say something stupid, like both parties are the same, every time they make up some things about the transgenders or the Antifa just took over Seattle or whatever bullshit that they come up with, it's time to push back and just, look, just tell them they're fucking stupid. What else is left to do at this point? Hell, I got called Antifa yesterday because I was wearing a black jacket. Can you believe that? I'm at a loss. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say to that. And look, I don't even know what Antifa is. I understand that the name is anti-fascist. I don't even know that it's an organization or if it's necessarily even organized at all, as much as it's a mindset. It may be an organization. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anything about it, but I'll go join them. I'll protest with them and all that shit. But it's just... My friends, this has gotten past the point of just absurdity. The world is fucking laughing at us while our Republicans make absolute fucking fools out of us. We got Marjorie Taylor Greene out there talking about Jewish space lasers, and she legitimately was asking why we couldn't control the weather to fucking put out the fires in Los Angeles. I thought she was fucking with us. I genuinely thought she was just bullshitting us when she said that we used our weather control devices to send hurricanes to red states. And I thought she was just fucking around. Not fucking around, but I thought she was... It was propaganda. It was made up bullshit, right? But then when she said, why aren't we using them to put out the wildfires in California? She really thinks we can do that. I just spit all over my fucking camera when I said that. I was so excited. I didn't mean to spit on you guys unless you're into it. Then I meant to. But I didn't mean to. But I cannot believe the absurdity of these people. We have got to stop. Both parties are not the same. One party is completely fucking ridiculous right now. The most absurd thing that I've ever seen. They can't possibly be this fucking dumb. And the problem is, they're not. They're not. They are absolutely doing it to fucking pander to the dumbest of Americans out there. The dumb Americans that they created by gutting our education system and telling everybody that you're just going to end up with a liberal arts degree and that ain't worth no fucking money. We intentionally designed this system so nobody learns a goddamn thing. So everybody stays dumb as hell so you can just go to work every day in your factory job or whatever it is that keeps you productive, making products and then fucking you just stay dumb and you believe the bullshit they tell you, and it fucking drives me nuts. Absolutely insane, my friends. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. We, as you don't even have to be a Democratic voter, just not on the side of this MAGA bullshit, have to start pushing back and just call it what it is. Stop looking weak. Stop being afraid to be bullied. Whatever it is, I'm not suggesting that's necessarily what we do, but we have not stood up for ourselves, and we are reaping the fucking rewards of that right now, aren't we? We got the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet running our federal government. Can you believe it? Anyways, I have to get back to work because that's what I do, I guess. So bye now.